your favorite program that comes your way every Sunday at this hour, at the same place, at the same time. Talk on Christianity is a program that is designed by the Gambia Christian Council Interchurch Interfaith Subcommittee in collaboration with the Gambia Christian Council. And we are here this evening to discuss issues affecting the lives of Christians and indeed the life of everybody as we live this life that we live in this world that we live in today. Today we are going to talk about the roles and responsibility of the church, the Christian, the church, in the actualization of the Millennium Development Goals, MDGs. In the studio with me tonight to talk about this very interesting topic, I have on my right Sister Matilda Johnson. Sister Matilda Johnson, welcome to Talk on Christianity, and please do us the favor to introduce yourself to our viewers this night.
Thank you very much, Canon James Cole. Good evening, viewers. I am Sister Matilda Johnson. I am a Methodist, Circuit Steward for Wesley, Assistant Secretary of Conference. I'm also the Chairperson for the Education and Scholarships Committee at the Gambia Christian Council. In addition, I'm also the President for the West Africa area of the World Federation of Methodist and Uniting Church Women.
Wow, thank you very much, Sister Matilda Johnson, and welcome to Talk on Christianity.
Thank you.
On my left, I have Dr. Uzo Egere. Dr. Uzo Egere, please do us the favor and introduce yourself to the viewers out there.
Good evening, viewers. My name is Uzo Egere. I'm a pediatrician. I'm a doctor for children by training, and I work with the Medical Research Council in the Gambia. I am a member of the Anglican Health Team of the Anglican Diocese of the Gambia, but I worship with the Evangelical Churches of the Gambia, Omega. I'm happy to be in the program. You're welcome.
Wow, that also sounds very nice this evening. Dear viewers, you are in for a wonderful and interesting time tonight. Please stay tuned, and I am sure you will be blessed. The program, as usual, is a 1-hour program. It's a live program. We will take up the topic, the roles and responsibility of every Christian and the church in the actualization of the Millennium Development Goals. We will discuss this issue for 30 minutes, and halfway through the program, we shall take a short music break whilst we prepare to open up the telephone lines for your contribution, your questions, and comments. I am your presenter, the Reverend Jimmy Cole from the Anglican Mission. Like I said, please stay tuned and you will be blessed. Without wasting any much time, I will just reiterate or remind ourselves of the topic for tonight. The topic for tonight is the roles or responsibility of every Christian and the church in the actualization of the Millennium Development Goals. I am very sure, my panelists tonight, if you agree with me, that as we talk about the Millennium Development Goals now, some people may be wondering, what does the church have to do with Millennium Development Goals? But as we go along, they will be surprised to know that the Christian and the church has a lot of roles to play and a lot of responsibility, you know, as Christians and as a church in the actualization of the Millennium Development Goals. And as we speak now, a lot of people, you'll be surprised, don't know what is MDG. What are the Millennium Development Goals? And so I want to ask the question tonight. Maybe my panelists here, I'm sure, will be able to help our viewers and our listeners out there to understand or to have a view, a background information of what are the MDGs, what MDGs are all about. So what are they? What are the MDGs and how did they come about? Doctor?
Well, thank you very much, Father Cole. The Millennium Development Goals are a set of goals that were agreed on by the World Health Assembly of the United Nations, to which several countries and heads of governments are signatories to. and they just have to do with addressing some of the world's most important, far-reaching problems. And I have to admit that majority of the problems being addressed by the Millennium Development Goals actually relates to the poorest of the poor, or the developing countries of the world. There are 8 of them that we are agreed on, and they are time-bound, and they have measurable targets for each of them.
Okay.
And so this, in a nutshell, what the Millennium Development Goals are, and they were agreed at the beginning of the millennium, and is hoped that by 2015, the targets should have been met.
Amen. Auntie Matilda.
Yes.
Millennium Development Goals, what are they and how did they come about? You want to add your voice to Doctor? Doctor has given us some background. You want to add something onto that?
Yes, I would just like to add that these goals, when you actually break them down and look at them, they are all referring to the vulnerable, to the poor. And we all know that in, let me say, most of the countries, the vulnerable and the poor are women. I think I'll end here for now. I will break it down later for you.
All right, fine. Thank you. And I will ask another question. You mentioned something, Doctor. You said, how did it come about? Where did it all started? Who put it together? You said the World Conference that was held.
United Nations.
World United Nations Conference.
Yes.
Okay? Now, that word wall automatically involves everybody. Christian, Jew, non-Christian, Muslim, Gambia, Uruguay, you know, whatever.
Yes.
That means we are all part of it. And here is what I want to talk about. That means whether you are in the Gambia or you are in the uttermost parts of the world, you are part of the MDGs. All right? We are talking about the roles and responsibilities of every Christian and the church. This program is Talk on Christianity, in the actualization of these Millennium Development Goals. So whether we like it or not, they affect us in one way or the other. All right? The church, the Christian, the main focus is Sundays, we wake up in the morning and we go to church. That is the focus of every Christian for Sunday. And we go to church.